Alright, so before we get into the video, we're going to be talking about the Conor Benn versus Adrian Granado's post-fight review. So Conor Benn dominates and defeats defeats Adrian Granados by a unanimous decision. My thoughts on it, very, very good win by Conor Benn. He did look a little impressive. He was throwing a bit wild, and he was missing quite a few shots against Adrian Granados, and that's not what you want to do against Adrian. Adrian doesn't really have that good of head movement, and when you're fighting, when you're fighting a guy like Granados, and you're missing those kind of shots, you need to really work on tightening up your punches and not throw so wild. Conor Benn, I love Conor Benn. I still have respect to him, but he was throwing quite wild, in that fight against Adrian Granados, but he did get the job done. I had it 9-1 in favor of Conor Benn. I gave one of them to Adrian Granados, but barely gave that to him. But then the rest of it was complete domination by Conor Benn. And I wonder what's next for him. Is it going to be Adrian Broner? Probably not. I think he would slaughter Adrian Broner. Maybe... Who else is... maybe David Avanesian. That's a good fight for him. I would love to see that fight. That's a very even fight. Those are the two fights I would like to see from him. Is either Adrian Broner or David Avanesian. Those are two very good fights for him. But anyways, on to the video. Hey, what's up, y'all? Preston from Fight Media 360 here. So this is a quick preview and prediction for Gabriel Flores Jr. versus Jose Alberto Lopez. So before we get into all this, I just want to say this fight will be taking place on Friday, September the 10th on ESPN Plus, and this will be on the undercard of Oscar Valdez versus Rubson Conceição. We all know about the drama about that. I already did a video on that. And yeah. So now we got that out the way. So now let's talk about their stats, and then the odds, and then what they need to do to win, and then my final prediction. So let's start off with Gabriel Flores Jr. It's actually Luis Alberto Lopez. It's actually not Jose, if I said Jose. So yeah. But back onto Gabriel Flores. Gabriel Flores comes into the fight with a record of 20 wins, 0 losses, 0 draws, 7 wins coming by way of knockout. He stands at a height of 5'9" with a 69.5-inch reach, and he's an orthodox fighter. Luis Alberto Lopez comes into the fight with a record of 22 wins, 2 losses, 0 draws, 12 wins coming by way of knockout. He stands at a height of 5'4" with a 66.5-inch reach, and his stance is unknown. Gabriel Flores is listed as a 98-2 favorite over Luis Alberto Lopez. So yeah. So now we got that out of the way. So now let's talk about what they need to do to win, and then my final prediction. So let's start off with the very big favorite, Gabriel Flores Jr. So what I'd like to see from Gabriel Flores Jr. is I would like to just see him outbox Flores, because Flores he likes to box, sometimes, but a lot of times he's mostly a volume puncher, but he also likes to box. But Gabriel just needs to outbox Flores, use his height and reach advantage over Flores, to use your jab, because I really do like the jab of Gabriel, and Gabriel do got some power. I do think his power is extremely underrated. I know that he doesn't have that many knockouts. He only got 7 knockouts out of 20 wins. So Like, he doesn't have a whole lot of knockouts, but I do think that his power is very underrated. He definitely isn't pillow hands. You know, no offense, Devin Haney, but I know I'm corny for that, but I would just like to see him outbox uh Lopez. Use your jab. Try to overpower Lopez, because on the other hand, Flores, in my opinion, is the harder hitter in my opinion. Uh, I know that it's kind of odd to see that because he only has like 7 knockouts, and Flores has like 12 knockouts. Um, but on the other hand, like Flores does hit harder in my opinion, so he definitely needs to use his power advantage over Lopez, and also try to hit him to the body too, time him to the body, but the key to this fight is the jab. The jab would be the big key in this fight, cuz and then try to make it like a hard jab to keep um to keep Luis at bay, because strong jabs are very useful against fighters that like to come in the inside relatively a lot. Because if you do a hard jab and it is kind of bothering them, they're going to be more cautious of coming into the inside. So you need to throw a hard jab, and then time them to the body, and then just time how many shots you want to do. You just pretty much just need to outbox Lopez again by using a strong jab, hit him to the body, tire him out by doing that, and that's what you need to do to win. So now for Luis Lopez. So what I'd like to see from Luis is I would like to see him. I don't want to see him box, because you're not gonna outbox Gabriel Flores like that. No way. So you need to be a volume puncher and try to pretty much just be aggressive and try to bull rush Gabriel. Kind of like what Sean Porter does. He'll bull rush you, and he does that a lot against fighters who like to box. And when you're fighting a guy like Gabriel Flores, I think trying bull rushing Gabriel would be a big factor. You need to bull rush him, because you are the shorter fighter. So you also need to really tear up the body of Flores, because that'll slow down the movement of Flores, and that would really tire out Flores. Even though Flores does got good cardio, Flores hasn't been driven into the deep waters before, hasn't got hit in the body, and he hasn't gotten tired out with the body shot, so he's not that familiar with it. So you definitely need to use your experience and to hit Gabriel to the body, tear up the body, and pretty much be the volume and pretty much just bull rush Gabriel. Hit him to the face. Hit him with some really hard shots. But don't try to go in there and box, because that's not gonna work. Because again, you're not gonna outbox Gabriel. There's no way. So you need to bull rush. So again, you need to bull rush um Gabriel. So that's what Luis Alberto Lopez needs to do to win. So yeah. So my final prediction for this fight. This is a good fight, man. This is a good fight. And also, if you guys don't know who Luis Alberto Lopez is, he's most known for having that incredible upset against Andy Vences, and actually Andy Vences is gonna be fighting this week on the undercard of Evander Holyfield versus Vitor Belfort. So yeah, but I'll be doing that video later, probably not today. Most definitely not today, but probably tomorrow or the next day. But this is a good fight, but I'm gonna lean more towards Gabriel Flores by either a stoppage in the later rounds or a pretty convincing unanimous decision. I just think that the boxing ability of Gabriel, he is a very good talent, and the power advantage of Gabriel, even though Gabriel isn't much, again, he isn't much of a power puncher, but again, he can hit hard, because he's starting to sit down on his punches, instead of, not, instead of, kind of like flicking your wrist at fighters. I just think the power advantage, the height difference, the reach difference, the boxing ability of Gabriel Flores will win him this fight by a TKO in the later rounds or a unanimous decision. So yeah. So that's my final prediction. I got Gabriel Flores Jr. by a TKO in the later rounds or a pretty convincing unanimous decision. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'm Preston from Fight Media 360, and thank y'all for watching this video.